Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Good morning. It's Monday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. And thanks to Sona Fashions for my outfit 0246 590 I'm not so happy this morning because the Central Gonja District Director of Health died in an accident. Now, how did he die? He died because there was a stationary vehicle. He was working for his people to make their lives better. But there was a stationary vehicle and he drove into it. And that's a normal thing we see around our town. So my Christmas wish, my first Christmas wish, is for the roads minister, the transport minister, to sit up, open their eyes, fix the street lights, fix the road markings, and also ensure that you have traffic lights that are functional and you don't have cars stopping on the way and broken down and people don't have triangles and they are using leaves as triangles and all of that. Fix it. That's your job. It's part of your job. You have agencies around you who take monies from us every month in the name of salaries, allowances, and bonuses and everything. This month they will be expecting 13th month. Fix it. Because the man was a good man, as I hear. That's him. That's his car. The man was a good man, as I hear. Very, very good man. The late director of health, he was driving from Bupe towards Damongo when the accident happened. Very fine gentleman. Look at how his car ended up. This is him. Breadwinner. A breadwinner who now is no more. Because there was a stationary vehicle and he drove into it. And that is the case of so many people. It's because this man is a big man. That's why we know about it and we have heard about it and we are talking about it. So my Christmas wish this morning is that we fix those things. If you can give us good roads to drive on, at least you can make the road safe. The traffic lights, the street lights, the road markings, the reflectors, they should be there. It's Christmas. I don't want National Road Safety Authority to come and be quoting that, 13 people died, blah, 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 and all those things that they say. They say it as if the people who died really are not human beings. Oh, only 1,000 people died. Only 1,000 people, Only 1,000 people, they are chickens, You take your salary, they are chickens. Oh, only 140 something people died and it is a reduction from last year. Nonsense. Rubbish. When people die, if even one person dies, you should be sad. You whose job it is that the people should not die, it's a blot on your career. It's a blot on your career. Hold on, people. It's a blot on your career. So you should be very, very careful. And this is why I expect the roads minister to take emotions out and go out there and work. Transport minister, this is why I want you to work. That's my Christmas. That's my first Christmas wish. My first Christmas wish is that the roads must be fixed, street lights, traffic lights, road markings, reflectors. About the Kumasi Techiman Road, how dark it is. Kumasi Sunyani Road, and we are connecting two major cities, Kumasi and Sunyani, two major cities, two capital cities. How is it that there cannot be light? How? Why can't we have light in between just two capital cities? Why? Why can't we have light? Accra to Volta region, no light. Accra to Central region, no light. Central region to Western region, no light. Everywhere is dark, but we say, oh, everything is fine. Who are we deceiving? Who are we lying to? Who are we lying to? Do we have a system of lying old men now? Why? What's happening? So that's our wish. The director of health has died. And whatever intentions he had, he has gone with it. So let us fix it. That's my first Christmas wish. Now, did I hear Oliver put up the picture of the exchange rate board that I got last Friday? The exchange rate board, put it up for me. Did I hear that when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you? Did I ever hear that in 2014? Did I hear that? Did we hear that? Were we told that? Did we believe that? That when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you? Did I hear that? The exchange rate is going. Does it mean that the fundamentals are weak? Is it exposing us? Come with me. So, the US dollar, as of last Friday, I think last Saturday rather, the US dollar has done 6.36. That's how much we buy it for. That's how much they sell it to us. 6.50. Small US dollar, 6.23, 6.37. The UK pound has broken the 8. The pound has broken the 8. Breaking the 8, breaking the 8, breaking the 8, breaking the 8. Dr. Baumya breaking the 8. President Kufado breaking the 8. Chemawade breaking the 8. Who? All of them who say breaking the 8. The UK pound, the Great Britain pound, has broken the 8. It's 8 cedis 35 pesos. They are selling it to us as 8 cedis 49 pesos. Euro, 7 cedis 13 pesos, 7 cedis 27 pesos. It will soon break the 8. That is our exchange rate. This is our exchange rate. If the exchange rate, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. This is the exchange rate. Is it exposing us? Is it exposing us? This is how it looks like. So if you are importing into this country like this Christmas, a lot of people, I mean, for those of us who grew up in Kaneshi, Aboso Kambubuashi, Main, Gas Central, and all of those places, you would have heard by this time, Mimami Aboka, 2 CDs. Then they will be played, don't call me, don't call me. They brought a lot of things from outside the world. We say we are doing one district, one factory. I don't know what we are producing. One district, one factory, one village, one dam, one constituency, one umbrella. We like slogans. What are we producing? We have developed a strong foreign taste. Strong foreign taste. So our city will forever be weak. We drill oil in this country. We have gold. We mine gold. We have cocoa. We have coffee. We have share. But question is, how much do we retain in this country? How much do we retain in this country? When you have oil, you have gold, you have bauxite, you have manganese, you have all those things here, diamond. When you finish mining them, and the galamseyers are doing their job, they say we are fighting galamsey. Lie. Lie, lie, lie. Because you cannot say you are fighting galamsey when they put you as ministers in a 10-member ministerial committee under President Akufo-Addo in his first term. After the media started the galamsey fight, you jumped onto it, owned it. You set up Operation Galam Stop. You put soldiers, policemen, and immigration officers in the bush. Then Professor Kwabena Frimpong came to tell us that, at this point, we have done 97%, that we were left with 3% to end galamsey. Ghana Water Company kept complaining that there's silt, there's sand, not here in the water. We didn't pay attention to them. Then you told us we had done 97%, left with 3%. Kojo Ponkruma was part, Nitiwu was part, Ambrose Derry was part, Sisi Diadapa was part, Amewu was part, all of them, 10 ministers. When Akufo-Addo had the second term, he scrapped the committee. Then when he scrapped the committee, Sisi Diadapa, Kojo Ponkruma and John Jinapo, who was a deputy chief of staff, who could have had might have had an opportunity to read all the notes coming from the ministries, because as chief of staff, you supervise the ministers. They said they were going on a tripartite tour to understand the problem that they have been fighting, and they afford 97%. Omubwa, they're telling lies. There's no candor, the candor to fight galamsey. Go into the bush now. Galamsey is happening. It's not me. When you see the color of the water, it's happening. It's happening. It's there. Because if you have stopped the thing that's making the water dirty, the water should be clean by now. When did we start the galamsey fight? How much money have we thrown in there? I don't want to even go there. I'm saying that in a country where you have foreign taste, you want to eat rice, it comes from outside. You want to eat sugar, it comes from outside. You want to drink milk, You want to buy oil, you want to buy drinks, everything comes from outside. You are importing next to everything, but we have one district, one factory. How much a coffee juice are we producing? Where is the Commander Sugar Factory? That we said, oh, they took money for Commander Sugar Factory. They didn't bring blah, 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 blah. When we released the benchmark values and we said we are taking it off, 41 items. The first on the list is sugar. Is your Commander Sugar Factory active? You said you were taking it off so that we can have local inclusion. Local inclusion in that sugar business. Where is your sugar factory? Kasankwa. Where is your sugar factory? Where is it? I'm asking you, where is it, your sugar factory? Which is why you had to cancel the benchmark values, 41 items. And I'll go item by item if you dare me. Where is your sugar factory? Commander Sugar Factory, where is it? Is it true that some foreign people are trying to acquire the company, they have brought money, but there are people who are interested in it, so they are not giving it to them? Is it true? If it's not true, I don't know. But is it true? I'm asking you. So you have a foreign taste. You are importing rice, you are importing sugar, you are importing everything. So your CD will be weak. You know all of these things. Now we drill oil in this country. How much of the money do we keep here? Our telcos, most of them are foreign telcos. How much of their monies do they keep here? They repatriate everything. We drill oil. How much of the money do we keep here? That's the question. 10, 15%, acquire 20%. So all the money we make from here, we end up sending the money outside. You have a foreign taste. You are repatriating everything. That's why we go around begging the companies to be careful what they repatriate and what they don't repatriate. And we are still here sitting and sloganeering. Your Tema Oil refinery is on its knees. It owes ECG. They shut them down. You are not thinking about it. Your Tema Oil refinery, our Tema Oil refinery, our own Tema Oil, that could be processing and what do you call it? Our oil that we drill. Say we have sweet crude, blah, 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 all of those ones that we see. Your Tema Oil refinery is on its knees. Do you remember the bust scandal? Moving Pina, contaminated fuel. Do you remember it? Who got the money? Tema Oil Refinery, recently they came to tell us that things had been stolen from there. They have instituted an investigation. Who has been caught? It's been more than 2 months. Kasankwa. That's all we know. Kasa. I say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate, it will expose you. This exchange rate, it will expose you. You said it. Dr. Baumya, I didn't say it into your mouth. Nobody held a gun to your head. You said it in 2014 when you were desperate for power, following Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Today, you are forgetting what you said. Oliver, play the video for me, Dr. Baumya, trying to explain the things he said which made him win an election. Play for me at the results fair. Play that video for me.
That I stated in 2014. That if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak.
If you have ever been in a Saito school, when the teacher finishes teaching and he asks the students, any question, do you understand? They said, no, sir. What do you understand? They said the whole show. That's what Dr. But you see, the people reluctantly clapped. It is because he's vice president, that's why they clapped for him. If they had their own way, they wouldn't have clapped. They wouldn't have clapped for him. And it's because they organized the results fair. Because I say, look, I have given you a job. Then when you finish the job, you organize an exam, set your own questions, supervise your own exam, mark your own scripts, and come and tell me that you have scored 74. Who does that? You are gratifying yourself, self-aggrandizement. You are doing it yourself. I gave you the job. I should be the one to tell you whether you have done right or wrong. But that was the results fair. Ghanaians saw this and they voted for you. Now I'm saying when the fundamentals are weak, like you said, the exchange rate, now you say it is WAP logic. Which WAP logic? If I take my CDs to the Forex Bureau today, will your economics, your GDP, your inflation, all the things that you quote, will it solve the problem? It won't solve the problem. It won't solve the problem. And you see, what even angers me is the fact that you are all talking about e-levy as if it's the only stream of income that we are looking for in this country. Don't you collect communication service tax already? This morning, market women will go to the market. You collect their 2 CDs and 1 CD and 3 CDs. You collect it from them. Don't you collect those ones already? Don't you collect property rates? Don't you collect business operation permit? You have too many streams of income. Today, people will bring things from the port. You collect them. If you're a man, go and import a vehicle from wherever it is, bring it into this country. Maybe $500 or $700 or $1,200 or $2,000 vehicle. Bring it into this country. When you get to the port, you will see your real size in this country. They will tax you and tax the tie that you have not bought. When you finish all those ones, you come and tell us that e-levy is the ajenkwa. Who are you saving us from? Because you have been in power since 2017. You have had a Sempa budget, a Juma budget, Impuntu budget, Obatampa, blah, blah. So who are you saving us from now? Yourself? Are you saving us from yourself? Look, I'll tell you something. I say if the fundamentals are weak, like Dr. Baumya said, the exchange rate will expose you. Put on the screen when Dr. Baumya said that he had arrested the CD and giving the dollar and giving the key to IGP Apietu to keep. He said it. Put on the screen. Put it on the screen for me. Expand it. Let the world see it. I didn't manufacture it. Put it on the screen. I did not manufacture it. He said it himself that we have arrested the dollar and given the key to IGP Apietu to keep for us. Put it on the screen. Look, that's it. Graphic. And I like to quote the state-owned media so that they don't say I'm using Pro, NDC, Pro, MPP newspapers. This is it. He said, we have arrested the CD in 100 days and given the keys to the IGP. 17th April 2017. He said it. Dr. Baumya himself said it. That we have arrested the dollar. We have arrested the dollar and giving the key to the IGP. Why? Did the dollar break jail? Did the dollar break jail? If you have arrested the dollar, why is the dollar still jumping? Did it break jail? I'm asking you, did the dollar break jail? Because if you arrest somebody and you have given the key to the IGP is the IGP arrests you like he dumperizes you, as we say these days. Why would the dollar break jail? Say you have arrested it in 100 days. It was part of your 100-day thing. You have not even come to, we will make sure that every household in this country has no toilet or water problem. I will not come to that. You mentioned 103 achievements. That is what you have done. This is you, Dr. Baumya. This is you. We have arrested the dollar and given the keys to the IGP. You said it yourself. Today, the exchange rate is exposing you. Christmas is coming. Those who want to import to come and sell, they are crying. And then, for example, if I have a cousin out there, I don't have work as a NAPCO person here, and you have promised me permanency and you have not given me the permanency, and somebody has mercy on me to send me 50 pounds or $50, you say now you want to tax my $50 inward remittances. You want to tax it e-levy. Shame on you. You are not providing for me. Somebody wants to provide for me from outside. You want to tax that. Shame on you. Now, there's a phenomenon I want to talk about. A certain trickery. Trickery that was instituted by this government. Trickery. Oliver, show me the pictures of the ministers in the bus. They told us that, oh, President Akufo-Addo has cut the long convoy and that the long convoy burns fuel, wastes state resources, and protecting the public purse. This is how it looks like. Look at them. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng in a bus. Stephen Amwa, Dr. Stephen Amwa, in Sheso MP. He used to cry in an interview. Yesterday, a few weeks ago, no, 3 days ago, he said, Higide Pigile Mambo Jambo, Adabakadabra. He said it in Parliament when they asked him about corruption. Watch them. Look at their faces. Show another picture so we can see their faces. This is them. That's all of them. In a bus. They are in a bus. They told us we will cut the convoys so we can use buses and save the taxpayer money. When you see the convoy these days, Obawo, have you seen the president's convoy these days? Have you seen it? Have you seen the minister's convoy these days? This is it. Akufo-Addo cuts long convoy, provides bus for ministers. This is it. This is it. I didn't put it there. Nana Komia, good morning to you, boss of STC. The bus that you gave to them to brand to sit in, where's the bus? And now they are joining fleet, no? You said it yourself. You. Nobody forced you. Show the bus. Don't show my face. Show the bus. And show their faces in the bus. This morning, they should bow down their heads in shame. They all use sirens these days. They have their V8s. In fact, some of those people who were in those buses have gone to Parliament to take loans for their V8s. They should come and tell me I'm telling lies. Those who didn't buy the V8, they have collected the money. Then you come and tell me you want to sit in bus. How many of them sit in buses these days? Show me the other picture. This one there is Interstate STC. I don't know whether STC has sold the bus. The bus is at the workshop or whatever. I don't care. Show me their faces in the bus. They are in the bus. These are the people. They took a picture. Professor. All of those ones. Look at their faces well. So when you identify them in their V8, you can ask them questions. They came to tell you that they are cutting the long convoy to use buses. Today, where are the buses? 2 buses branded. Where are the buses? That's the question I'm asking you. Where are the buses? Fuel price is expensive. They get coupons. You pay your transport fares. And then they tell you that they can't do anything about the fuel. I've told you there are 3 components to the price of fuel. Exchange rates is one. Taxes is one. And then you have your, because we have a big taste for importing all manner of things. The global price is also hitting us. 3 components. This is their face. These are their faces. They are there. They are smiling. Bespectacled men like me. They told us that they will sit in buses to go to work. Which one of them sits in buses today? Now, play for me the video from the Kaswa toll booth. I sat in a trotro last Friday because I'm a man of the people. For you. Kaswa toll booth. All the way to West Hills Mall. The traffic. They told us that it is the Kaswa toll booth that is causing the traffic. Play the video, don't pause it. Play the video. That is causing the traffic. And that when we stop collecting toll at Kaswa, it will solve the traffic problem. To be truthful, the road from Kaswa towards Kaneshi, Accra is free. The road from Accra to Kaswa is thick with traffic. I sat in a trotro. I sat at the back seat. I deliberately did that. I sat in trotro, and I will bring you the conversations I had in the trotro. Information will come. Information the town. Plenty information in the town. The people in power are detached from those they are ruling. Information, it will come. And some of the ministers, when you hear the things they are saying about you, you go and submit your resignation letter to President Akufo-Addo. You will leave. When you hear the things they say about you, transport minister, agric minister, health minister, when you hear the things the trotro people say about you, you will run away. You will hurry up. Like the roads minister said. Play the video for me again. I sat in the trotro last Friday. How the trotro is too small, how it hurts your knees, how it's rickety, how it hits a pothole and you feel it in your waist. I experienced it, what the people experience. And I do that every now and then. I took this video myself. Your minister will not take this video. Even the PA at the presidency will not take this video. They won't sit. They don't have time. They even don't have local taste anymore. They don't have local taste anymore. I sat in it. Now, they told us that the traffic at Kaswa toll booth is because the toll booth is there. There are 2 police stations by the Kaswa toll booth. I saw it with my Korokoro eyes. Right from Kaswa toll booth all the way to West Hills Mall. Traffic. That's what you see there on the opposite side. Traffic. Thick, heavy. Fuel is expensive. If I buy 100 Ghana fuel, by the time I get there, if I have a girlfriend there, by the time I get there, the fuel would have been exhausted. How do I come back? How do I come back? You sleep over by force. How do I come back? How do you come back? How do you come back? This is the pain of the people. You have shut your ears to it like Pharaoh. You are not listening to the people. When they talk to you, you don't listen to it. Then you send people to come and attack. And you say, you want to unsettle me. You lie bad. Me. Go and check for me. Me, what I say on TV, that's how I've been. Go to my home. Ask my father is late. Ask my mother. Ask my aunties. Ask my cousins. Ask my church members. Ask my schoolmates. Me, you cannot unsettle me. You can arrest me, detain me, charge me, remand me. I will come out. I will say the same things. You cannot intimidate me. Intimidation will not win. Me. Because that's how I was born. That's how I've been through and through. When my mother does wrong, I tell Ma, I tell my mother. Anybody who knows my mother, call her. When my father goes wrong, even though he's a uniform, I tell him. So if I can tell my mother and my father who brought me into this world, why can't I tell you? Why can't I? Because you have political power. Mebuba, when did you come? How much work have you done in this country? Tomorrow I will show you how much work I've done with the Ghana Health Service volunteering as a vaccinator. Helping children with measles, vitamin A, and polio. For 5 years of my life, I dedicated it. Nobody forced me. Nobody held a gun to my head. And Professor Kwabena Frimpong and Professor Abedu Akosa gave me a certificate for it. Tomorrow I'll show you that certificate. So when some of you, today people, 20 megabyte, 40 megabyte people are talking, you need to be quiet. Because even the people you bow to and tell, they don't understand the pains of the people. The pains of the people are in my heart. And I will say it. I say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose. And pay attention to this picture. They told you they will ride in buses. Today they are in V8. Good morning.